back to Cooking with Josh.
And Babe.
And Babe. So today we have a really simple recipe for you. We're gonna be doing it outside on the barbecue, on the Weber kettle, but you can do this on a gas grill, you can do it on whatever you got. 3, 2, 1 ribs.
Yum.
3, 2, 1 ribs. Bam! Anyways, we went to Costco. Babe got us a Costco membership today. We went to Costco. We picked up some St. Louis style pork spare ribs, and I pulled the membrane off the back, and then we're gonna season them up and follow along as we do this. Simple recipe, like I said, and
yeah,
here we go! All right, so the membrane is cut off. We got 3 big racks of the St. Louis ribs, and we're gonna season them with, today, we're gonna be using the Sweet Smoky Joe. Can we get that in there, babe? Yeah! The Sweet Smoky Joe beef and pork rub, but we're gonna combine it with the Sweet Smoky Joe honey chipotle. So it's gonna be like a little bit of spice, a little bit of honey, this beef and pork rub. It's great on everything. And so that's gonna be our seasoning, our rub with that. Then when we finish it up, ba-bam! Also from Sweet Smoky Joe, you can get it on their website. And we'll put our little discount code in the bottom there. This is the Cypress Bayou. This is just a traditional barbecue sauce. The kids are gonna be having these ribs, so although Babe and I like it spicy, we're gonna keep them not spicy today. And the only spice is from the honey chipotle. So that's the game plan. Let's get these seasoned up, and then we'll meet you outside on the pit. You just put on your pink gloves and rub in some meat?
Yeah, finally I got some gloves of my own that fit. All right, while Josh is getting the barbecue set up, we're gonna let these sweat for a little bit. Yum.
It's about 85 degrees out here. Nice spring day. I got about 10 briquettes getting warm, and then I'll fill those baskets up with the rest of the charcoal here. Picked this up at Costco also. And yeah, the goal is to get the pit at about 225 for this entire cook. 215, 225. All right, an hour into it. Let's see here, if you guys can see this. We're rolling at 227 right now, and we're 1 hour into our cook. All right, so a little bit of behind the scenes action. Right after I put the ribs on, I noticed a couple things. First of all, you could see earlier that we did 3 giant racks of ribs. The Weber kettle isn't equipped, I made a mistake, to handle that many. So we're doing 1 rack in the oven. Basically added some butter to that awesome rub that you guys saw, wrapped it in foil, 250 degrees in the oven, meat side down, 3 hours, that's in the oven. We'll put that away for later. So on the pit here, the pit was getting a little crazy with that hickory wood in there. It was getting up to 290, 300 degrees, and I couldn't control it even when I closed the bottom vent or whatever. So now, even though this is the 3-2-1 method, I'm really watching it, and it might be a 2-2-1 method. It just depends. You want that bark to set. If you touch it, you don't want it to come off, that bark with that rub and stuff like that. So now I've got my temperature regulated, as you guys just saw, but a little bit of behind the scenes talk. You just want to make sure the bark is set. You really want to get that smoke in there and stuff like that, and then we're going to wrap it, at least 2 hours wrapped. We'll finish it off, we're going to sauce it, we're going to do the one and stuff like that. So it's smelling good, it's looking good. We got 2 racks on the pit, we got 1 rack in the oven, and it's a good Sunday. So we'll check back in a couple minutes and we'll see how this cook goes. All right, so you can see, like, look, the bark is definitely set on these. You can see how juicy they are, the juices coming off that pan underneath, that boiling water bringing that steam in.
Those look delicious, babe.
Oh yeah, babe, hi. Yeah. And then we're gonna wrap them and put them back on the kettle.
Okay.
All right, so Babe is gonna be our official wrapper. Not like a rapper, like
a white rapper.
You're like Eminem.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, babe. So our wrap is gonna consist of some butter. Babe's doing brown sugar.
And apple juice.
And then you're gonna make a boat, and then you're gonna fill it with apple juice.
Yeah. put them back on. It needs to be away from the temperature probe. It can't touch it. And you want it as far away from the coals as possible. Right, babe?
Right.
Okay.
Alright, so these are our oven ribs. Unexpected oven ribs. They've been at 250 degrees for 3 hours, wrapped in just the Sweet Smoky Joe rub and a little bit of butter. And so what my plan is, I'm gonna open the foil, I'm gonna sauce them. I increase the temperature of the oven to 400, and then we're gonna sauce them. I don't know, put them back in, what do you think, babe? 10 or 20 minutes?
Sure.
And these ribs are done then. And then the kettle ribs are still working. Rib madness today. These are oven ribs. Oh boy, it's already tearing.
Yum.
I mean, you guys can see this. This is 250 at 3 hours. So let's just sauce it and let's get a glaze on it, and these are done. And let's just get this like mopped up, I mean, oh yeah. I mean, this is gonna be ridiculous. Babe, do you smell that?
Mm-hmm. We've never done oven ribs before, but look at this. The bone is just like falling out. It's so crazy.
We have so much focus on this oven ribs. We need to focus on the kettle ribs. That's my crown jewel. That's the reason this video exists, is 3, 2, 1 Weber kettle ribs.
But you know what is really great? For the people that don't have a Weber kettle, this is really good info. Because these are fantastic. They're just falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, you're just making silliness right now going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically making pulled pork, barbecue pulled pork, in certain fashion. I mean, holy moly.
Yeah.
Those are St. Louis ribs in the oven.
Even the kids are dying over it.
Yeah, the kids are scarfing.
Yeah.
All right, so we had 2.5 hours uncovered. Then Babe wrapped them with the goodness for 2 hours. Now we're unwrapping them. Let's see what we got here.
Oh my goodness, babe. Okay, so am I putting these back on without the foil?
Yeah, babe. And then you're gonna sauce them. Babe, what do you think about that?
Oh, yeah.
How's your pit doing, babe? You're keeping it at 225. This charcoal is doing fantastic. Oh, look at that.
Welcome. See, that's what we get for going to Costco.
And we're no barbecue experts, but you could pull off this stuff. You don't need a Traeger, you don't need a Rectech, you don't need an oven, although you saw the oven ribs. You don't need, I mean, come on, this summer, you gotta make these ribs. This is crazy. Get your favorite barbecue sauce, get your favorite rub. Holy moly, this is nuts. Put the oven ribs away. Put the oven ribs away. Yeah, exactly.